Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a legendary couple in love. Those reacting to some Legend of Korra.
Yes, we do.
So this is season 2, episode 9 that we're checking out today. And if you want all of our reactions for this series, we got a playlist for you. If you want early ad-free access and to see full watch-along reactions, check out Patreon. Links in the description as well. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
Gotcha.
Jinora, there you are.
Bunny
Everyone's
bees?
waiting. Were you playing with someone?
Oh, just some imaginary friends.
They're like dragonfly bunnies.
Lies.
Who's ready for an exciting tour of the Eastern Air Temple, including ancient statues, ancient gardens, and the meditation hall used by ancient...
God.
Yay.
Let me pop that.
Old things.
Yay, old things.
Yay.
Korra! Korra!
What are you doing here? And how did you know where to find us?
Tenzin's itinerary. We went over it like 100 times before we left Republic City.
See, this is why schedules are important.
It's so great to see you all again.
Yeah.
Great to
She
see
needs
you
you, Tenzin.
too. But why are you training at the South Pole?
You don't know about the Civil War?
No.
I don't know where to start.
Just tell us everything.
Okay.
Could take a while. It's gonna ruin your
I
day.
opened a spirit portal at the South Pole, but then Unalaq turned out to be a bad guy and wanted to take control of the South, so I sort of started a civil war, but I was attacked by my cousins, and then by a giant dark spirit, and then I forgot who I was, shouldn't have opened the portal in the first place, and now I need to close it again.
I knew this would happen. So,
This
Avatar
exact
One,
scenario.
I knew Unalaq was hungry for power, but never realized how far he would go to get it.
I don't think
This
he
is all
knows
my
what he's
fault.
doing.
My best chance to close the portal is from the inside. I have to enter the spirit world.
A journey to the spirit world. All my years of spiritual training have prepared me for this moment. Today, we enter the spirit world.
Father, what are we doing here?
You're here to straighten out the mess you caused when you failed to capture the Avatar.
Wasn't our fault.
It was my fault for trusting you.
Ooh, ouch.
Harmonic convergence is almost upon us,
We'll make it up to you, Father.
because I'll need your help to open the northern portal.
I thought only the Avatar could do it.
I believe there is another way. This way. There it is. The northern portal.
They're not very far away? Okay. Nope. They are very far away.
Cut! Okay, that's lunch, everyone!
Someone get him down? Nope. Okay.
Anyone? Noctuck's still up here!
Build up the earth. Give yourself
what
a
are
platform.
you doing here?
Varric invited me to watch some of the filming. Are you filming right now?
Right now? Nope, we're at lunch.
Asami, is Bolin around?
Up here!
I've got something to tell you both.
Ah! Ooh. Ow! Oh, I gotta stop doing my own stunts!
I found out who's been stealing from Future Industries. Varric. It was a ploy. He wants Republic City to go to war, and he wants control of the businesses that stand to profit the most from it.
Varric helped save Future Industries. He's my business
After he
partner now,
sabotaged
not
it.
an evil. Mako seems stressed.
I am stressed.
See, this is why I had to move out. It was time for this Eagle Hawk to spread his wings and fly.
Maybe you just need to relax.
Wait a minute. You're dating again? What?
Dating? No.
That's crazy.
Korra just left a week ago!
Yeah, and Asami, you're too good for him.
Proof. The detonators he uses in his movers are exactly like the one I found at the Cultural Center attack. Don't you see?
Anyone could have gotten their hands on one of those detonators.
Yeah, let it go, Mako.
No, I'm not going to let it go.
I'm Mako. I don't let things go.
Varric's been looking for you.
I'm sure he has.
All right, so now
This temple
it's got to
is the
not be
most-
Varric.
By this very garden is where my father met Guru Patik.
Wow, spirit world, here we come.
Okay, no, slow down.
Are you in the spirit world?
I would be if Milo could ring his bell at the appropriate intervals.
Did I do it wrong?
Let's try something.
Talk to your daughter. I
thought
think
your
she'll be able
bell
to
ringing
get you to the
was
spirit
just
world.
fine.
Thanks.
Kaya, this is too much smoke. You set it up wrong. This isn't going to work.
I'm sorry. I did what you told me.
Well, the moment's ruined.
You got a bunch of incense.
We could have tried a little longer.
He hasn't been able to get to the spirit world ever.
Come back, Furryfoot.
Hey, Jinora, what are you chasing?
Nothing.
Tell them.
Focus, Korra. Focus.
I am focusing.
No talking. Feel the energy of the universe.
Okay.
Korra, really, I'm trying to concentrate here. I don't think this location is going to work either.
What's going on with you? First you're blaming Milo, then Kaya, now me.
Well, nothing is feeling right to me.
But we're kind of in a hurry. How did you first get into the spirit world?
He's never
Well,
been.
actually, I've never been into the spirit world.
been into the spirit world?
You used to spend days in the temple meditating.
Trying to get in. It never happened. It's my greatest shortcoming as an airbender and son of Aang.
Welcome to the I Disappoint Dad Club.
If you've never been to the spirit world, how are you planning to get Korra into it?
Tenzin, harmonic convergence is almost here. If Vaatu escapes from the spirit world...
You have to trust me.
There might be another way. Jinora, is there something you want to tell Korra?
She is too young and untrained to have any knowledge about spiritual
She's
matters.
natural.
Actually, I think I do know where Korra needs to go to get into the spirit world. It's okay. You can show yourselves.
Cool.
How did you do that?
Jinora! Bunnies! Actually, they're dragonfly bunny spirits.
I knew it. Looks like she does know something about spiritual matters.
How long have you been able to do this?
Guess I've always kind of had a connection with spirits.
I think this one likes me.
Here to help?
Yeah, why not, Boomy?
I think they want you to go down there.
The spiritual energy is historically strongest near the temple.
No offense, but I'm guessing the spirits have actually been to the spirit world, so I'm gonna follow them.
If we need to go to the Tenzin world, we'll call you.
Oh!
By entering the spirit world through the portal, we bring with us something the spirits never had. Our bending.
Just throw a bunch of water at it. Portal said, I don't think so.
Leave him. Keep bending.
He needs a healer at once.
This is more important.
Oh,
I'm taking him back.
good for you. Good. I like seeing you fail.
I hear you've got some ideas. You want to tell me about them?
Go ahead. Torture me all you want.
The only thing I want to torture is this pesky foot fungus.
Oh.
Oh! Ah! Eee! The burning means it's working. I heard you've been investigating the recent attacks on my ships, and I think you know that I know that you know. You know?
Know what?
And that's exactly why I want to offer you a job on my security force. We want
And
you
now
to
he's
join
you in his
us.
pocket.
You wouldn't want anything to happen to Asami, would you? I mean, I heard you and her were kind of an item again.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I want your help to protect them. Who knows what could happen?
Thanks for your concern, but the answer is no.
I'm gonna name you Boom June. It's short for Boomy Jr. Don't you think he looks like me?
No.
The resemblance is uncanny.
I think Dad's mad at me.
His
Just
pride's
jealous.
just a little bruised since he isn't able to see spirits like you.
You have a natural gift. That's pretty lucky.
You're the lucky one. You actually got to meet the first Avatar. I know about a lot of Avatars, but I don't know anything about him.
I saw how he became the first Avatar by fusing with Rava.
The Avatar is part spirit, just like the statue. When we were at the Southern Air Temple, I was drawn to this old carving.
When did this happen?
It was on the solstice.
That's the day I opened the southern portal.
Whoa.
Are you sure these spirits are leading us to the right place?
Of course. I trust Boom June with my life.
Look, there are carvings on them.
This is an ancient airbender meditation circle. We'll have to perform a spiritual cleansing ceremony.
What are you talking about?
Dad taught it to me. This site has been neglected for many years.
Sure you remember how to do it. You should teach your daughter.
You cleanse the area of the only spirits that want to help us.
It's working.
So, a lot of evil spirit bats.
Yeah. Bats! Not bats! Dark spirits!
What are we supposed to do?
Neat trick.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's gotten better. And that's how you cleanse people.
Your spiritual training has come a long way.
Unalaq may be a horrible person, but his spirit powers are no joke.
I can't even get you into the spirit world.
Everything
okay, dude.
Unalaq taught me was to help himself.
Exactly.
Everything you've done was meant to help me. I am so sorry for turning my back on you as my mentor.
Good job, Korra.
I need you now.
Aww.
If we meditate here, we'll be able to enter the spirit world. After all these years, my father's dream for me will finally come true.
Hi.
Did you come by to tell me how paranoid I am?
I just wanted to come by to make sure you're okay. Maybe you need a night off. Why don't we go get some dinner?
No thanks.
Dude, she wants to help you de-stress.
Too busy for Kwong's cuisine?
Maybe I do need to get my mind off things.
Hey, Mako. Hope we didn't interrupt you two lovebirds.
What's going on?
We busted some triple threats who said you hired them for a job.
It's true. We were trying to figure out who stole Asami's stuff, so we hired them for a sting operation. I'm sorry for going behind your back.
They said you helped them steal a warehouse full of Future Industries property.
That's crazy.
You're gonna believe a bunch of criminals?
And they just framed you.
Looky what I found. Cash. And these.
What are you doing with explosives, Mako?
I don't know where those came from.
You're under arrest.
None of that is mine.
Yeah, should have known you'd hook up with your old pals. Once a triple threat, always a triple threat.
This has to be a mistake.
Sorry to break the news to you, sweetie, but your boyfriend's just a crooked cop. Sting operation
You two are.
was just a... He was using you the whole time.
That's not true, Asami. I would never do anything to hurt you. It's Varric. This is all Varric. He set me up.
When I did shoot for Korra.
Except that.
You in the spirit world yet?
No, I am not.
It's okay, Tenzin. Maybe you weren't meant to guide Korra into the spirit world.
Yeah.
No, just give me...
You guide her here.
I think Jinora was meant to guide the Avatar.
Jinora will not enter the spirit world. She's not ready for the dangers of the other side. I spent years training, studying, and mastering everything there is to know about the spirit world. If everyone could just be quiet and let me focus.
I can guide Korra into the spirit world. I'll be all right.
Gotta let go and trust.
Perhaps I will never have the connection with spirits like I always wanted, like my father wanted me to have.
It's okay, Daddy.
I'm proud of you.
There you go.
Go. Close the portal. We'll wait here and keep your bodies safe till you return.
We'll be all right.
The spirit world.
The Avatar is dead, and we cannot open the northern portal. I have failed you, Vatu.
You have not failed me.
So he is working with him.
The Avatar still lives. Even though my connection to Rava was severed, I can still feel her presence. The Avatar will find you. She has just entered the spirit world.
He gave Unalaq way too much credit. Trying to say that he wasn't like, you know, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, he still might not, because Rava could be lying to him like she lied to the first Avatar and saying that, you know, that he's actually the good guy. The convergence doesn't happen. He'll be bound again. All this like stuff about him, like in the evil spirits. Like this is Rava's probably the one feeding him this information, and has probably been the one that's like been using him as a puppet and like giving him that like spirit power. Not that I put it past Unalaq to just crave ultimate power and be like Rava's like, I don't know, lieutenant or whatever and second in command, and be like, okay, you know, we'll rule the world together or whatever somehow. But also I haven't totally given up the fact that he might be like just being completely played by Rava.
Probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
That's sort of where I land. I mean, Unalaq betrayed his brother and did it for power and for the throne. So there's no question to me that his motives are not pure, are not altruistic. They are self-serving. Now, how much he knows with that self-serving agenda, who knows, and whatnot. But I'm sure Rava's like, oh, here's a bit of a jackass who only cares about himself. That's an easy person to manipulate and work with.
What could happen, and again, like, I mean, this is just giving Unalaq a lot of credit, but so imagine you're Unalaq and, you know, you're the second son, so you're not going to be in power or whatever, and you're kind of looking for your place and you want to find your purpose. Like, everyone wants to believe they're the hero in their own story, right? And everyone wants to believe that they have, like, I don't know, a greater purpose, a higher purpose. Yeah, like, they're going to be the hero. And so then Rava takes advantage of this and says, oh no, like only you can change the spirit world, and like only you can bring harmony to all this. And so Unalaq starts getting this inflated ego and she's like, I have to, like, you know, maybe he didn't necessarily initially want, like, that wasn't his initial plan. It's not like to take over his brother, but he's like, for the good of the world, for the good of the people, I have to take over this. You know, this is how villains sometimes think. They think that they're the only ones that can make the world a better place. That's how you start getting down that villain path. I know you are not a fan of Unalaq. You don't want to give him any credit.
0 credit. 0.
Well, let's give credit where credit is due for Korra.
Yes.
Because her coming around and to Tenzin and realizing the difference between someone that's like using you for their own purpose, and then like someone who's bettering you so that it betters them, and then someone who is bettering you just to like, just because they care about you and they want to make you better. And when you find that, that's gold right there, right? And to be able to trust that is what that person is doing for you makes it easier to hear their advice and their guidance, and when they tell you things that you don't want to hear, especially when you're a kid, if you have that faith like in your parents, and like it's not always, not everyone's lucky to have that from their parents, because some parents are not great, just people aren't great, but also some parents maybe are doing it because they want to, I don't know, relive like a past glory, or like they didn't get to be like the star baseball player, so they really want their son to be the star baseball player and live through them. They want to live vicariously through their children. They want to impart like, oh, that you should be the best at everything because like they wanted to be the best at everything. So I'm not saying it's always the case, but like once you have that connection to any sort of mentor, and you really have that trust in them, that's huge.
100%. That makes it a lot easier when being told something that maybe contradicts what you want to do or what you feel you should do. Because if you can trust that the person has your best interest at heart, you can perhaps give up that resistance a little bit. Whereas if you can't trust the advice that you're getting and it seems to contradict what you want to do or what you feel you should do, you're not going to give up that resistance. In fact, you might even double down on it.
Yeah, and it doesn't work just with the student, teacher, or whatever, mentor, parent, kid relationship too. It also works in relationships as well. Like, know it's that your significant other cares about you and like always like just wants the best for you. And so, it's always tough to hear any sort of criticism from someone that you love. You're just like, oh, you're supposed to love me exactly for who I am, and everything I do is supposed to be perfect in your eyes because you're perfect in my eyes. This is a conversation I have with Bethany every night.
You seemed very Bolin-esque in that moment.
I did.
I
identify with Bolin. I definitely do. Yeah, I like Bolin.
Speaking of Bolin, I'm going to segue to his brother Mako and like, look, Mako, I feel like you need some time to be single. Just gonna go out on a limb and be like, maybe you shouldn't bounce back and forth between women. Maybe you should take some time to be single and just focus on yourself for a bit.
Well, and also like, this was not the time to get together with Asami, like, because he got together with her at her lowest point. And that is not when you want to start dating somebody, because then it's like, especially like getting back together with somebody, it's just like, all right, like, you're just like, I was there at your lowest point, and you want it. Like, that's when she kissed him. She's like, she needed something. She lost everything. And she's like, okay, well, I need something. I need some kind of joy and happiness. And like, not saying that she doesn't care about Mako at all. Obviously, there's still some lingering feelings there, but I mean, it ended for a reason. So like, and like, it's not like, I think like Mako's like really taking advantage of her. Like, I don't think he knows it too. Like, he just had a breakup, and he broke up with Korra. So, like, I'm not saying like he's right in his right frame of mind to like, to see all this, but just general rule of thumb is, definitely don't date someone at their lowest point.
Well, and also, like, when both of you are reeling from something, some sort of loss, like with her, it was the company, with Mako, it's Korra, like, when you're reeling from loss, it makes sense to want to seek out comfort. But it's also a wonderful setup for something that's not going to last, and it's probably going to end pretty badly.
I don't know what to think about Varric. At first, like, as Mako was piecing it together, I was piecing it together, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, it's got to be Varric, and it makes sense. He wants to profiteer off of war, and he's all about making money. It's like they're trying to make him like too much of a mustache twirling villain right now, though. I'm like setting up like they're really playing it up. It's like, now I don't trust it. Now I don't trust that he is it. And it's like, okay, he was just trying to get him on his side so that he has everyone like, owing him, in debt to him. And that's, it's a great way to control people. And when he realized he couldn't do that with Mako, okay, why not then put Mako away?
Bless you, Becky.
But there's just a part of me, I don't know, I mean, it's just because I think he's funny and I like him, that I don't want him to be a bad guy. I don't think he's like Unalaq level evil, but I mean, if he is the person that orchestrated all this just to profiteer off of war, then he's not a good person. He's a bad person. But where do you land on Varric? Do you think that it is like what Mako thinks?
I mean, the part of me that, to be transparent, is not fond of rich people is like, oh, the rich billionaire wants to get richer and so is greedy and will do some shady shit to get richer, is like, that tracks. That sounds about right. And he's got enough money and enough connections that I'm like, sure, I believe he could frame Mako. Like, it's all very easy to believe. That's how the story goes. Like, very typical of what we would expect. I would like it to not be the case. Like, Varric as this sort of like off the wall, super eccentric billionaire who brings some humor to the show. You know, I'm not saying that like I love the guy, but like that character was enjoyable to have.
Yeah.
And it becomes really dark and really colored in a negative light if he's now just the greedy rich billionaire.
Yeah.
So it's easy for me to believe that, but I really don't want that to be the case.
Yeah. I don't know what the alternative can be, but I'm hoping there is an alternative because one would be fun, like to have a nice twist that I don't see coming and be proven wrong on Varric. For my first like instincts on him, well, not first instincts, but like, you know, piecing together when Mako pieces it together. So if you want to see our full reaction to this, then check out Patreon for early ad-free access. And for those full watch-along reactions, it's in the description of this video, the link. Thanks so much for watching The Legend of Korra with us, but just keep in mind, Bucky,
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.